Hey guys, so this is something a little bit different from the normal sieges that I've been doing in Reforged so far. As I say, I think Medieval 2 sieges are the real pinnacle of what you can do, but I do enjoy a pitched battle sometimes. So what we had here was we really were struggling to get an even team sorted out, so we decided, stuff it, we'll do a 3v2. And try to see how that goes. So we've got myself as Amroth and Gondor. So we had the same funds as the enemy's 3, so you're going to be seeing a lot of very elite units, I'll say, popping up from our rosters. Whereas the enemy have, we'll see in a minute, but I believe Lothlorien, Rohan, and Linden over here. I normally start the recordings after the deployment phase, but I just kind of wanted to run through what we were doing here. So we decided we'll deploy, not right next to each other, but around the same area. So we're pretty close to one another. I decided to bring a trebuchet just because we were outnumbered, and I felt we need to force them to come to us. So I thought I'll bring a trebuchet. But my inexperience with artillery, and as I've stated it before, I don't enjoy using arty in any Total War game. Well, with the exception of, say, Napoleon or Empire. My feelings are pretty different in that regard. But so we thought, yep, we'll set up here. We've got a decent sort of hill area, and we'll see how that goes. So I'll run through my general composition here. We've got 2 of these Black Swan Vanguard, a Belfast Marine. No, that's me, only Belfast Marine. A Haven Guard unit. No, sorry, another Belfast Marine. Yeah, see, I like symmetry when I deploy. I do like symmetry. My Wardens there, Spearmen. 2 units of Talon Knights. Some Halberdiers up there. Now, thinking back, Pikes would have probably been a much better option. We were facing 3 factions not really renowned for their archers. Not archers, armour. And yeah, Pikes would have probably been a better shout because halberds are just a bit overkill in that regard. Some Nimmerdale Rangers, some Blackroot Vale Archers, some more Wardens up there to guard my marksmen. So all in all, as I say, pretty good quality archers there. I've got cavalry. I've brought some mercenary crossbowmen just to try them out, because not a lot of factions actually have access to mercenary crossbowmen. Knights of the Silver Swan, more Knights of the Silver Swan, and then the Haven Knights. So pretty tough cav force. I'll blitz through what my ally has too. Why not? Gondor Spears, 2 units of Guards of Osgiliath, some Gondor Infantry, some Spearmen there, some 2 units of Caer Andros Marksmen, 2 units of Archers. So as I say, all in all, we've got pretty strong Archer focus here. We're up against 2 Elven factions, but still about as good archers as you can really get from the humans. Gandalf Rennie Bodyguard, 3 units of spears there, infantry, some Caer Andros swordmen, swordmasters, sorry, honor guard, and the wardens there. So yeah, it's a very elite force. He's also got 2 units of cav, 2 units, I believe. Yeah, can't do that in replays. You can only do that in when you're actually playing. Yep, two nice beefy units. Has he given them the armor upgrade? He's given them no armor upgrades. No. As for the rest of his army, we can see generally no armor upgrades, no armor upgrades. Yeah, he's gone for more numbers for the most part, rather than beefing people out with armor. Which, as I say, that's what I normally do. But when I play Gondor, I like to give them the normal movie Gondorian armor, like what you see when you're watching the Siege of Minas Tirith and such. But no armor there. So we start, and I think I immediately open fire. I immediately open fire on the enemy cavalry of Rudar here. Not Rudar, Rohan. So we've got Requius there as Rohan. Up there, Lothlorien, played by Archangel. And down here, Linden, played by Proxima Centauri. So, as I say, this is all from about 6 months ago at this point. This was back in November. This was originally played. So The skill of these players, the skill of me, is definitely going to be a lot different than what they play like now. Certainly not a bad hit, a bit of a bad miss, and a bit of a bad miss. Now, I guess I was targeting the infantry up there. I should have gotten the first volley off on these cav, but maybe they were just out of range. So that catapult was scaring us. There was a rule of 1 artillery piece per team, and this was theirs. So I knew that artillery piece is going to just pester my ally, and it's just going to be a real pain. It's going to stop us from being as defensive as we want to be. Lothlorien, I'll move back up to normal speed now, actually I can do that. Lothlorien decides to, at first, we get the impression that Lothlorien is moving down, and they're all going to combine as one sort of force to push us. Yeah, I keep on, and I just sort of want to blast this blob here, or well, this pretty thick line, kill a few of these Rittermark Axemen. And there we go, so my target were, my main target was the Red Shields of Erkenbrand, and that was a lovely hit on them. So their catapult begins firing. Right now he's just hitting the archers. Hey, like, I would be content with that myself, but I'd be content to let that keep going. Perhaps overextending, but with the exception of Rohan's cavalry, there's no other real... Oh no, sorry, spoken too soon. Yeah, Wardens of Harlanden there. Does Lothlorien have any cav? They don't. Yeah, so... No, they do. Sorry. Yeah, so we are definitely... Even though I've got a heap of cav here, I've got Lancers. Could I have gone... If I had gone back, I definitely should have changed these guys out and got in some more melee cavalry. Perhaps not Haven Knights, but one of the other melee cavalry that Dol Amroth has. Because I knew I was going up against Rohan, and I should have brought some more melee cavalry to answer what they were going to bring to the field. Overextending maybe, but they're not answering it right now, so it's working out okay. We're just wanting, you know, as I say, if we can have them use up their arrows on the Gondor archers, and if we can, these are Helmingas, so Helmingas are sort of not too bad in melee, so if we can kill a few of them off too, all the better. Yeah, you see, damn, that was just unfortunate. I don't even know what I was aiming at there. Might have been aiming at the archers. Damn, I hope I wasn't. But this would be a lovely thing to hit, even though these are really cheap Rittermark cav. Just cavalry just absorb artillery fire sometimes. So yeah, so they start moving up, and it's clear for me that my buddy down here, Gondor, is going to be the main target. What were they doing? I think I maybe charged them out to try and maybe even hit the Helmingas, but I decided to pull back from that. Ah shit, yeah, you see, so Haven Knights should have been down there. There's 2 units of Knights Silver Spawn, yeah, you see, should have changed them out for melee cav. He's got some guys to take some shots. I've got my mercenary crossbows, so I bring down my cav to try and back him up to make sure they can't do that again. And oh yeah, I saw this kind of like rush deployment from Linden, and I thought, yeah, this is great. This is people are just bunched up together. It's an awesome time to start hitting people with cav there. So let's just land some shots. Ah hell, okay. Yeah, I guess I underestimated the range of these archers. I pulled them back, but I lost so many. Yeah, you know, like they aren't super cheap. So and their morale sucks. So I shouldn't have done that. But I pulled them back to there, and I just want them to be this scary thing on the side. Now the Gondor cav here, I wasn't really paying attention to these guys, but how does this really turn out? Yeah, they get a good charge. They kill off a few of them, but I think these Wardens of Harlanden turn into melee cav. They take out spears. Oh dear, dear, dear. But yeah, no, Gondor Cavalry is... Whenever I play as Gondor, I never bring Gondor Cav, I only ever bring Penith, I can't remember what they're called, but the higher tier Gondor Cavalry, I always bring them instead. So we were seeing all of this happening, and I didn't like what Lothlorien was doing on the flank there. They were just, they had formed up, and they had the height advantage over us. What we should have done, I should have said to him, like, hey, when we spawn, if you flank, if you come around to my flank and we can stay up here, you know, so that way, you know, even ground with me fighting Lothlorien, and then he's got the high ground to fight these two while I deal with Lothlorien and then come around. But no, so it's we could have even still done that now. He's not being engaged, so. But at the end of all that, Riddermark Cav are just chasing down my crossbows, firing away, but we're not really landing any real kills. Gondor Cavalry are taken from the field, and that's a damn shame. It would have been great if we could have kept those Gondor Cav, you know, just to protect us from this real swarm of Riddermark Cav, because Gondor Cavalry is probably not going to. Certainly not going to beat them. Is it heavy cav? Yeah, Gondor cav is heavy cav versus all of their light cav. Maybe could have done all right. And Lothlorien starts to move a little bit too close for my liking. So what I decide to do is just say, right, screw that. This is my hill, and it's sort of now or never really. I know that they're still a bit of a distance from being in a good position to charge Gondor, and I've still got my cav down there to assist them, so I need to just to deal with Lothlorien now. So I go into quite an aggressive move against them, start sniping them down with my sort of overwhelming amount of archers. Their archers are probably a lot better than mine, but I've got a lot more of them, so. We got so lucky with their catapult. It just never really seemed to land that many decent shots, and I was just far more worried about it than I should have been. Would have been a good shot, but just nipped the front. I think I was aiming for these Noldoran Guard, because these two units in Noldoran Guard, man for man, could beat just about anything we had on the field, even though our troops are pretty elite. So, Guards of Osgiliath just taking fire. Should have just taken out the catapult with the trebuchet, probably, but yeah, where is their catapult right now? Yeah, considering his catapult is right there, so it's like even if I missed, there were other units around I could have hit. These marshals would have been good. Maybe even hit the axeman if it shoots way wild, but yeah. So it's yeah, my Gondor is just sort of getting a bit bullied, and it's unsatisfying, but I was happy enough. The Lothlorien ends up surrendering the hill to me, and neither of us really take any losses, so he moves down and rejoins his allies, and that gives me the hill. Now this is really where I should have said, we've got the hill, get back here, because they can't challenge us on it, and at the end of the day it's a 2v3, so I think we would have maybe been justified in taking a more defensive stance, especially with how much damage Gondor's taken there. So it's 10% of allies for 5% of the enemies at this point. That's not good. But that would have just been the Gondor cav, and just the amount of damage that, you know, poor old Gondor has taken from the catapult. Such a big cavalry swarm, even though it's just low quality Riddermark cav, they're just still a scary sight when you've got 3 really big units off them like that. They're now taking the Guards of Osgiliath are taking archer fire. Yep. Well, I should have maybe pulled them back just to so that they're not taking fire. But Rohan starts charging. So we're not far away from the biggest mistake I make in this game. I form everybody up, I regroup them. and I'll try and explain what I do wrong when it happens. But we're not quite at that stage yet. So the Rohan valiantly infantry charges. Rohan's infantry is really not too bad, but it's just not. It's far too expensive for really what you're getting, and the morale, even facing these spearmen, was struggling. And then with my lancers, none of these guys have any real anti-cavalry bonus. So Riddermark Axemen getting charged by Haven Knights. They're not really for charging, but dealing a huge amount of damage to them anyway. The Knights of Silver Spawn breaking them along with these spearmen. So things were immediately, we just bumped up 5% there. So things turned from being terrible to really quite good as we saw off just about all of the Rohan infantry. Now here, yes, okay, so let's explain what happened. And so if you can see it really, I saw we've got a push on my ally. Lothlorien is coming around to really slam into him here, and I think, right, okay, good, let's move down the hill, redeploy here, right on his flank, stare them down. And I didn't have them grouped, so I just clicked on everybody, right click dragged, and then focused on the rest of the field. So right now they're all actually running down in no sort of formation, and they're not intending to form a formation. They're just moving down the hill right now, running down the hill, and it takes me far too long to notice that they're just blobbed up. So had I come down here in a more cautious manner, had I been in a group, this would have really helped me. It would have helped my composure, but yeah, you can see they're all bunching up as they do when you just order them around like that. So it's a damn shame. So the Linden forces are now engaging Gondor on the side. Gondorian troops are not bad quality, but up against elves they are not going to last forever. Now this is where the issue is, just with these 3 beefy units of light cav with these horse archers. We've got nothing to answer that with right now. He's got his Gondorian bodyguard, and yeah, oh god, it's so painful to watch. So I realised that at this point, but it's too late for me to form a new defense. It's too late for me to form a new formation. So I just need to start distributing my men around, and I end up with this really dumb open field battle, which really just allows their cavalry to do as they please. Now these guys have come back from routing. They're fighting Talons, so they're not going to hang around for long. Oh, those halberdiers, why didn't I not stretch you out? Yeah. Ah, dear, I thought I just need to get in the fight as quickly as possible. Just take the strain away from my ally. Blackstorm Vanguard, everybody just... Lothlorien warriors coming in, axes, yeah. So, they do have archers there, and my archers are on this hill. Right now they're all firing. Those rangers don't really have a great target at the minute, but I think I just let them fire away as they please. Where are they firing? Oh wait, no. Yeah, they're rattling into these guys. Yeah, the Helmingust from the side just mince them, just get them off the field. Lothlorien axe is coming in. My Belfast Marines. Oh, why? Oh, Sindar archers. Okay, that's not bad. But probably should have just rattled into these guys so that they could have won that fight. I think a good 80-man volley at close range into the front of Lothlorien axes could have really fucked them up. So this is where it gets pretty hectic. I'm gonna try to not slow it down too much, but just a little bit to make sure I can see what I've been doing wrong here. Major thing I did wrong, I left nobody to guard my archers. So I've got Blackroot Vale archers, these 2 marksmen, and rangers just sitting there getting devoured by mounted company and soon cavalry. I left my trebuchet to get hit. It didn't have much ammunition left at this point. In my mind I just thought it's holding back some enemy cav. And the Gondorian cav there is coming in. Yeah, I thought it was okay. So there was no point in me grabbing it and moving it around, I felt. So Filling Rangers, yeah, just firing into the enemy there. Now, where are my cavalry? Yeah, so my cav got pretty well gutted here, without too many kills to their name. Now, I believe what I did was there was an enemy, there was a Linden unit of pikes that was having a fight in this area, and I thought I could just come in for a quick attack on their rear and get out. I slammed in, tried to run out, but I just wasn't fast enough, and I lost a lot of guys. So these halberdiers, they're not in a formation, they're being attacked from multiple sides. Oh no, that's a different unit. They've managed to form something on the formation, but their whole armor piercing shtick that they get from being halberdiers is worthless against Rohan. Not entirely worthless, but really just not... Oh, good. So Gondor's giving me some archer fire. So this battle just becomes absolutely chaotic, which doesn't really serve any of us too well. Usually the orcs love a nice chaotic battle, but we're all pretty well civilized factions. Those guys are struggling. The halberdiers, for as chaotic as I'm using them, they're holding out quite well, and they're doing a decent job. These archers became the job of these archers just became to protect yourselves. Just protect. Oh, I didn't spot them originally. The archers their job was just look after yourselves as best you can and keep their cavalry busy. Had I been able to keep these archers firing for more time, you know, even just a little bit longer, we actually outnumbered them right now, well, percentage wise. And had we been able to just keep them firing, these rangers just... Oh, that probably... Yeah, no. But see, if those rangers, say, had fired into these archers or the nobles, that could be great. Done a lot of damage. There is a point that, unfortunately, it turns. Kierandris Mark's been getting charged by Riddermark Cav. Two-handed weapons, hopefully helping them out, but yeah. Oi. Warriors, and then the Blade Masters coming in. Are actually struggling. Really? What have I got fighting the Blade? Black Swan Vanguard, yeah. So, as I say, my force was pretty elite, and I was able to go toe-to-toe and even beat these Elven units a lot of the time. Even the Sindar Blade Masters, because the Haven Guard had jumped in there. Now, where are the Haven Knights? Because the answer to that, I think, is dead. All down to one man, which is my general. I don't know where I've got him though. So Gandalf's retinue bodyguard managed to save my trebuchet crew, so they've still got enough men to actually man one trebuchet. So I decided to do that just to force them to come and charge me again, just force them to get their cav away from the battlefield for a little while. Archers are just about fucking dead now though. We don't have anything to answer these guys. Had my Haven Knights been in full quality, that could have been pretty good. Don't know. Somebody got a lucky hit against him. Very well done, man. These wardens here. Yeah, Talon Knights get charged behind by really good quality, and they're fighting the Muzzled Guard, who are certainly good fighters. Yeah, so Talon Knights, you can ask them to do a lot, you cannot ask them to withstand that. They were actually freed up for a little minute. Now they've been charged, but what I maybe could have done with them is grab them formed up on the back of these guys. To allow them to... They wouldn't have won that fight, but they would have killed a lot. 71 for 71 now. Still, it's within our grasp, but we've lost everything, whereas they've still got Noldor Blade Masters, and this Noldoran Guard unit is, I think there's just one big clump there, and the other Noldoran Guard are stuck into fight somewhere in this mess. Yeah, 73 for 72. I suppose they were probably just chasing somebody. Do I let them get charged, or do I turn it around? They're still in space formation, so... Yeah, damn it. Because they're good fighters. They're spearmen, but you know, up against Harlinden infantry, when you outnumber them, they could have done okay. But I guess I just wanted to I charged them in there probably from quite a distance, and I didn't pay more attention to them. Catapulters long ago ran out of ammunition. Don't know what happened to the catapulter, just would have launched themselves into some sort of fight. Hit by some Riddermark Cav. The Haven Guard. See, I'm able to achieve what I was talking about with those Talon Knights here. So the Haven Guard are there, but right behind them I've got these Spearmen. So there's a bit of a distance. I'd love it if they were right there, but it still it scares away the idea of a Cav charge against the back if they know there's Spearmen right there. Athelian Rangers out of ammunition. I always really do appreciate Rangers in melee. It's something you can't really overlook, especially against other archers. So I would expect these Athelian Rangers to carry the day there pretty comfortably. I don't think I've got anybody over here. It's generally my ally just fighting them out. Ooh, Gandalf's bodyguard. There's still lots of them left. Yeah, as I say, I came down here, those are the Noldors. I came down here in a very disorganised fashion, engaged them in this open field, gave an okay account of myself, nowhere near as well as I could have done had I done it in an organised manner. But I took the pressure away from Gondor and allowed Gondor to deal with the people that were coming at them in a slightly more controlled fashion. These Noldor Guard are... no, okay, they were losing for just a moment, but they do have wards of the White Tower inside that group, so... They're just warmed up. Elves. Why can you move so long? So they're coming in to charge my Spearmen. I have their charge broken by the friendly unit a little bit. They're holding. They are holding. Yeah, great. I love Dol Amroth. It's not one of my most powerful factions, but I think the aesthetics of them and the fact that you can build just a really balanced army from them. I appreciate factions that you can do that with, because some you can't, some you have to play them in a certain manner, and you know you can't bring a decent archer line and just back up the solid infantry. But I've got Talon Knights or Haven Guard here, so this is really my power area. They can slam whatever infantry they really want at me, and I can probably send it back. But these Sindar archers still have ammo. Where are they going for? Ah, they're still trying to hunt down Gandalf's bodyguard. 87 to 83, yeah. So they start climbing up. Ah, there we are. There's my general. The one final remaining Haven Knight, which I'm just trying to follow around Gandalf's bodyguard at that point. Just if Gandalf's bodyguard get attacked, no, I'm not. Ah, screw that. Yeah, no, let's get stuck in. You able to kill him? Good stuff. Yeah, so I think I was just wanting to deal with their Cav and try to get him deep into that unit before the enemy charges, so that the allies are a shield for me. No, but he comes around to hit Gandalf's running bodyguard. They're going to beat us there, even with my general just chewing through half a dozen mounted company. I think that was all I could really do with them. My remaining men were of very good quality, so I wasn't too scared of them running. I knew that the only chance we had here was if the enemy somehow ran out of ammo. And is that my general there? No, that's actually Gondor's general that died first. I knew the only chance I had was if I'm able to get my elites scrunched up into this area and just have the enemy come at me piece by piece and just fight them all in melee. These Sindar archers, I didn't know how much ammo they had left. I was definitely not going to be able to chase them down, not as tired as I was, and perhaps I should have used my general to take, but what's my general up to at the minute? I think I'm just chasing these mounted company, but with a final charge, surely that's him finished. No? Alright, cool. Let's just see how long he can last. Oh, they're moving away. Okay, no, he's finished. Yeah, so he did pretty well. He killed a lot of Cav there. So, but had I had another unit of melee cav, because you see how few cavalry they really have at the end of all that. I would have loved to have taken another unit of melee cav and just to either hold back the Sun's Veil or just slam into the Rittermark cavalry, the light cavalry, and just absolutely obliterate them. We actually end up sort of winning here, but the issue with winning, we remove our shield. And what I mean by a shield is your enemies provide a shield against cav charges. So once you run out of that, it means you can be charged with a much easier rate. So I think he actually came up with his bows there and tried to shoot into the back of me, but alright, no, he came up with the intention to charge. But I hit him with the Talon Knights first. The Sindar Archers are doing pretty well, but they're definitely going to be beaten by Galadriel Nobles. So that's all I've got here. I think that's all I've got in the entire map. Actually, Hero Trebuchets, still got a Trebuchet man, still looking for targets. Where do I go? Oh no, come on, let me get one more shot off. Oh, wow, that's a shame. Yeah. As I say, Trebuchet, maybe I think it was a decent shout to get a Trebuchet. I don't know what else I would have bought. Probably got rid of that. I got some more cavalry. Maybe got a different unit of rangers. I think that's all the rangers I could have brought anyway. So I don't think it gets many kills, but it was more used to just make sure they knew they had to attack us. So let's see, we racked up a fair amount of kills. These were all elves and, well, Rohan. So I only had 5 guys remaining at the end of that. My friend went for more of a horde approach, which, as I say, is usually my style. But I think since we were going for this 2v3 idea, maybe it would have been better if we had chatted and you know, come with more of just an elite force together. You know, out of everything, Recreus with that initial infantry charge, you know, he did pretty well. Somebody had to do it, and but all in all, I don't think one of the enemies really jumped out to me as like supreme. But no, they all did pretty dang well. So as you can see, that's so shameful. That was yeah, really upsetting there. The Haven Knights, really happy with them. They did pretty well, and these guys I used them a lot more effectively. I think these were the guys that I charged into the back of the Linden Pike unit and just didn't get them out quick enough. I just had them devoured. Mercenary crossbows, I thought they'd be a good answer to Rohan's Cav, but I would have probably wanted to just get rid of them. Even a unit of mercenary cavalry, if Dol Amroth can get them, would have served me a bit better. Just launch them into the Rittermark Cav and just hold them in place for a while. Haven Guard, really top tier. A lot of high quality units they were killing. 2 units of Talon Knights. Yeah, did okay. As I say, unsure what they were fighting, unsure what they got hit by. Black Swan Vanguard, I had some money left over, so I put some experience on them, which they've unfortunately lost. The 2 Black Swan Vanguard did you know, all right. I would have hoped them to do a bit better, but you've got to keep in mind when you're fighting the Lothlorien and Linden, you're never really gonna rack up that many kills. These were my spears. I think that was probably the spear unit I allowed to get behind the enemy lines and just charge them in, and they were dealt with without me knowing, whereas this one was the more controlled unit. Halberdiers did okay, as I say. Would have preferred pikes instead of halberdiers. Marksmen, all my archers were underutilized, just because I allowed them to get hit by cavalry. The trebuchet, to be honest, that's not a bad amount of kills, and the trebuchet was more in there for the effect, but it racked up a lot of kills. Okay, I don't regret taking a trebuchet. I definitely don't. There were a few times that I definitely should have maybe chosen a different target. But okay, yeah, no, I'm happy with how I did in that battle anyway. And yeah, thank you very much.